I want to start with a number that I'm not proud of. Last month, I had about 6 or 7 things in progress at the same time being developed. Every single one of them started extremely fast. AI helped me verify the idea, choose the best name for it, prototype, and wrote the first version in the afternoon. I also, of course, bought some domains for it already, just in case. And almost none of those ideas got shipped or clicked. For a while, I thought that was a discipline or lack of focus problem, something definitely wrong with me. Uh, Part of it is structural, and that part you can fix in about a week. That's what this video is about. But part of it isn't structural at all, and that's for a different video. Today, you saw a title already. A quick promise. 3 rules, 6 minutes, nothing to buy. Here is the thing nobody says clearly enough. AI didn't make software development faster. It made one stage of software development faster. Typing boilerplate, the first draft. And here is the number that reframed the whole thing for me. Even before AI, writing code was only 25 to 50% of shipping a feature or product to the end customer. The rest was planning, aligning with other people, review and rework, testing and verifying the thing actually works. That's from Dex Horphy at Human Layer. I will link the piece. It's the clearest thing I've read on this topic. So this is about what that means. You make coding 10 times faster. Best case, you sped up half the job, optimistically. His example, it's a 2-day feature. The coding is 2 to 4 hours, very optimistic. Now the coding takes 20 minutes. It's still not a 2-hour feature, right? You took a slice of 1/4 of the pie. And that gap between how much faster the coding got and how much faster the work got, I think that's the exact feeling a lot of us are walking around with and not naming yet. Horphy's actual point is the fix. Point AI at the planning and aligning too, not just the code. And you get closer to 2 or 3 times faster in overall. 2 or 3, not 10. That's the honest number, and I would rather hand you that one. And before someone says in the comments, yes, you can point AI at the testing too, at the verifying, at the ideation, if that's your thing. And yes, you should even do that. The whole circle then gets smaller and smarter. But hold on to that circle. I want to come back to it at the end because there is something missing from it that took me embarrassingly long to see. Same author, one more idea, and this is the one that changed how I actually work right now. And it goes like this. A bad line of code costs you 1 line. A bad plan costs you hundreds of lines because the agent will happily implement all of it. And step beyond, bad research. A wrong assumption about how your system actually works costs you thousands. Now, put those 2 facts next to each other. The cheapest thing is to produce the code, and the cheapest thing to fix is still code, which means the expensive mistakes moved upstream, a little bit higher into thinking, deciding, review. And here's the uncomfortable part. An agent will never stop and tell you that you are solving the wrong problem. It will build the wrong thing beautifully in 4 minutes with tests, with the most amazing speculation and specification included. You didn't hire a 10x engineer. You hired an extremely fast junior who never pushes back. And here again, a small pause because you can train it, you can make it work for you, you can ask it to stop behaving as a junior, and that's completely fine. You should also probably do that, but it's not all about that. It's all about the too optimistic approach to production of software, right? So why does all this show up as busy rather than as productive? Rick Manilius wrote something about this that I kept thinking about. He said, I'm paraphrasing right now, I used AI to reduce my required work, so I invented an endless amount of make work. That's beautiful. He had 40 proof of concepts running at once. 40. And the easy read is that he's just undisciplined. I don't buy it. The cost of starting something dropped to almost zero right now, right? And the cost of finishing it didn't move at all. Finishing never got cheaper. The last 1%, the edge cases, the naming, the migration, the thing your one real user actually complains about. The last 1% still it's 50 to 90% of that time. AI gives you the 80% in an afternoon and then leaves you with the hard part. 6, 7 times over, if you are me. Okay, 3 rules. These are the ones that actually changed my week. Rule 1. Cap your work in progress at 3. Not 3 ideas, 3 things that are allowed to be open. Something like, work in progress items if you would be, dealing with progress project management tools. Everything else goes in a file called later MD, and you are not allowed to touch it. Even your agents are not allowed to touch it. This is boring advice, and it's the one that actually changes how your week feels, because AI made starting free, and your attention is still exactly the size it was in 2019, before the COVID even so. And notice what the rule isn't. It isn't do the other 9 faster. It's the other 9 don't exist this month, this week. Put your sprint length inside of this bracket. Do this one thing today. It takes 10 minutes and it will feel like a wave coming off. Rule number 2, 10 minutes of thinking, not 6 hours. Start with the obvious half. Never hand an agent a task you can't write done for. If you can't finish the sentence, this is finished when, you are not ready to delegate. You are ready to think. Same rule you would use with a person, right? Hand a junior developer a one-line ticket, you get back something you have to redo. Nobody's confused about why. We just forget it applies here too. But here's the half I got wrong for months. There is a ceiling. Horphy sketches it out. Throw a 2-sentence prompt at an agent, you've got roughly a 50% chance of reworking the result. Spend 5 hours handwriting a detailed specification, that drops to about 10%. Write every line yourself, 0 obviously, because you did all the work, right? Now look at the shape of that. Almost all of the risk disappears in the first few minutes. After that, you are grinding for scraps. So the rule isn't plan more, it's plan to the bend in the line, then go. And most people do one of 2 things. 2-sentence prompt or 3-hour specification. Both are wrong in my opinion. The first one costs you a rewrite or reprompt or yet another cycle loop, however you will name it, with your agent or army of agents. The second one is procrastination with a little bit nicer font. 10 focused minutes, constraints, context, one example, definition of done. Then stop and let it run. Rule number 3, ask for evidence, not the output. This is the one people often skip. Review is now the bottleneck. Agents produce pull requests faster than any human can responsibly read them. And there is a real temptation to just approve it. It looks fine. Tests are green. You can ask another agent to read it, approve it, or even, let it go on the auto mode and ship it directly to the production. So change what you ask for. Don't ask for the change, ask for the change plus the proof. What did you test? What did you not test? What did you assume? What would break this? And do not trust this judgment either. If you can't review it, you didn't ship it. You just moved the risk somewhere you can't see it. Right. That circle: planning, coding, review, testing. All of that is building. That's it. That's the whole thing we've been talking about for the last couple of minutes. And building was always the part we overweighted because it's the part that feels like work. It has a keyboard in it. Around it, there is this. Does anyone actually want this? Can they find it? Does it pay for itself or at least make sense? Who keeps it alive in a year from now? And does it stand out at all? Or is it the fourth one of these that shipped this month? AI made the inner circle cheaper. It did nothing to the outer one. If anything, it made the outer one harder because now everybody can build the inner circle in a weekend. So here is where I've landed. The skill that matters now isn't prompting. Prompting is just a temporary interface. It's the same skill good managers have always needed: knowing what's worth doing, describing it well enough that someone else can do it, and being honest about whether what came back is actually good. The bottleneck was never typing or creating, especially code. It's deciding what deserves to exist and then actually finishing it. If you try the work in progress cap, tell me your number in the comments. Mine was 6 or 7, it's 3 now.